Welcome to another episode of MacBay Toy Review. Today we're going to review the Hot Toys Avengers Age of Ultron 1/6 scale Maria Hill action figure. I actually received this figure about a week ago, but I've been busy the last few days, and so I only had the time to do the review right now. I'm pretty sure there's already a bunch of people who reviewed her, but since I have her, might as well do my own perspective on this figure. And so this figure is actually a Hot Toys 2015 Toy Fair exclusive. And so if you're looking to buy for this figure, she's only available through Sideshow Collectibles if you live here in the in Northern America. So Sideshow is the one to go for this figure. Alright, and price-wise, we're looking at around $220 retail, and with tax and shipping, that usually will run to about $240. So if you're gonna buy her, you can expect to spend that much. First, the box, it's pretty much a standard box for the Avengers line. It's basically a slip, box. So, just going around, you have the Marie Hill mark on the side, and then on the back, basically, just the, warning sign and all that gibberish in the back. You have the little shield logo in there, and up front again. So here's Maria Hill out of the box. As you can see, she doesn't come with a lot of stuff. I mean, this is basically it. What you see is what you're gonna get. Alright? And like I said, among the figures, Hot Toy figures that I have, she's probably the least amount of accessories in terms of a figure. So let's take a look at what she comes with actually. So, so she comes with the pistol holding hand, handheld transceiver hand right here. So let's see that, and then a couple of the close-fisted hands. Of course, she also comes with those two relax, a pair of relaxed hands that's currently on. Also comes with a pistol and as a standard from all Hot Toys pistol, that one can you could actually cock the the top back, kind of like a real pistol. So it's a working pistol in the top. And then of course, like I said, this is the transceiver, handheld transceiver, and pretty much standard on all Hot Toys. Also comes with extra peg just in case you break the the existing pegs on the hands. And then and also she comes with that little earpiece right there. So that's pretty much what you're gonna get. So when you open the box, this will be kind of like the individual pieces that's gonna be on the tray. Alright, well, let's take a look at the figure. Alright, so here's Maria Hill. She's actually pretty good at standing. Her shoes or boots are actually pretty wide. Kind of like the bottom has a pretty wide, flat bottom. So she could actually stand pretty good without the holder that she comes with. And my first impression with this figure is that it's a very minimal figure. Doesn't really have a lot of stuff going on. Pretty streamlined. Again, the boots is kind of like one of the more detailed part of the figure. So like when you So when you like look at her like this, your eyes kind of like get drawn towards the boots part of the figure. um the only I mean, there's a lot of things that I like about this figure, but one of the things, and the most important actually, that I kind of don't like, is that these boots, it's a one piece, but the whole thing is like one piece, and it's actually made of kind of like hard plastic, and so you actually lose the ankle articulation, and so you can't really do anything in this part. So pretty much from down below right here, I mean, if you want to be able to make her stand, that this is the only position you can do, because I mean, obviously the knee joint works, right? But like, if this doesn't, even if you bend the knee, and but if you can't articulate the bottom to kind of like, adjust the footing to act on the knee, when you move it, then it's not gonna work. So in terms of like this display option, um, this is like the most you could have her in a standing position, without using the holder. I'm pretty sure you'll be able to do a little bit of kind of like movement, in terms of like display, but with the help of the stand. But otherwise, it's just a shame that for such actually, it's a very nice figure. It's pretty well made. Um, a lot of good detailing on the clothing, and the clothing is basically, it's a kind of like, it's like a one piece suit, because I went back right here and I tried to lift this part right here, but you can't. It's kind of like attached to to the trousers or the pants. you know I mean, in real life, this is probably like a two-piece uniform, with the top right here, and then you have the pants part. But uh, design wise, for the Hot Toys figure right here, I think they made the whole thing kind of like one piece, so you can't really um, take this out, I think, without damaging the bottom part. But again, like I said, there's really a lot of good details in here. See, it has some mixed media. You have some sort of like leather material, right here. The lining. You have those patches, the insignia, pretty good. So clothing wise, this figure, I'd say I'll give it, like a 10, because it's a very simple design, but it's really effective. And the material is actually made out of I don't know, it's kind of a little bit of stretch. You can stretch it a little bit, kind of like, right here, you could do the double joint. It has a double jointed elbow, but it kind of stretches. And what's good also about this clothing material is that, it again, I said it kind of stretch a little bit, but at the same time, it doesn't. It kind of keeps the the sleeves, like for example, like to like the same place where it is when it was just on a relaxed position. Normally a lot of the time it's like, like this part right here, when you do some sort of movement on the elbow, usually, most of the time, like this part right here will creep down. And so like when you straighten this thing out, then you have to like pull this back to like keep, to have that in the same kind of like position. So I like that a lot. in this figure. um, so you have this belt as well. It's pretty detailed. The transceiver, the handheld transceiver right here, you could actually clip it um, in the belt. But right now I just don't want to do it right now because I tried it earlier, but it's kind of hard to put, and I don't really want to break the clip, so uh, I left it. And then you got the pistol, the holster. It's attached to the pants as well. This whole thing, so you can't take it out. Yeah, and this is actually the base body for this actually supposedly have a 28 points of articulation. But like I said, the bottom part right here, it kind of loses the whole articulation because unfortunately the boots right here is made out of hard plastic. Now in terms of the likeness, um, actually when I first opened the box, I mean, I like the sculpt. I mean, it looks really nice. I mean, of course, the eyes is always well made, but there's some angles when you go around. Like when I was doing my video, that there's a part where, or an angle where she kind of looked like cross-eyed. But and other than that, it's well made. Also, there's like angles where sometimes it doesn't look like Colby. Colby's boulders is basically the likeness for this figure, who played Maria Hill in the movie. But there are some, again, angle where it doesn't look like her, but there's also an angle where you could kind of tell, oh, it's Colby. But I guess it's something that you have to kind of just live with, I guess. It's, I know, I'm not sure what it is. Sometimes that makes it a little not look like her. But and then also what different that they made with this figure as well is that they made the hair sculpted on, not like Black Widow, where you have the rooted hair. And to tell the truth, I actually like the sculpt hair than the rooted one, because one, it's less maintenance, because a lot of the times when the rooted hair, after a while, it will kind of lose it, the form, the way it meant to be. So you have to like kind of like fix it, and do kind of like do your own brushing and stuff like that to keep the hair look the way it is. But this one, you won't have any problems because, like, again, it's sculpted on, and she has that kind of like ponytail bun at the back. So all right, well, again, I really like this figure. Everything else is pretty well made, and I'm very satisfied, and I'm very happy to add her to my collection. I actually decided to just keep one line of Hot Toys Avengers, because after a while it gets too expensive to keep up buying figures from the different movies. So so I pretty much have all the original Avengers movie figures already, and she will be a very good addition to my collection. All right, well, again, my final verdict for this figure is it's a really good figure. I give it an 8 out of 10. The -2 being that the ankle articulation is actually not there, which kind of makes the figure suffer a little bit in terms of overall posability. All right, well, I hope you liked my little review, and I hope to see you guys in the next store review. Thank you. Bye bye.